Well, that's a good question. The Council of Nicea is very important for evangelicals. The Council of Nicea is what we call the first of the 7 great ecumenical councils that took place in church history. It is the council where all of the church came together to discuss a particular theological matter. The Council of Nicea was in 325, and when we talk about the Council of Nicea, we need to understand the backdrop of it, as Christianity has just been legalized just a few years before with the Edict of Milan and Constantine. So you have all of these Christians, all of these Christian leaders that are kind of coming out of hiding, no longer fear of persecution, but now they're really beginning to discuss theological issues. And I think the significance of this being the first theological issue is so important for us to realize as Christians, because the issue on the table was, who is Christ? The greatest question that has ever been asked in human history is, who do men say that I am? And at this council, that was the discussion. A man named Arius, who was a bishop in the church at the time, he taught many things about Christ. He taught Jesus Christ died on the cross and rose from the grave. He taught that we are sinners and that we need to repent and to turn to Christ. He also taught that Jesus Christ was God. The difference is, and get this, it's a subtle difference whenever you're listening to it, but whenever you dig deeper, it's an important difference. He taught that Jesus Christ was the first created God. In other words, he was not the same in essence as the Father, but the Father created his essence sometime later on. That was what was on the table at the Council of Nicea. All these bishops came together, probably around 320 bishops, to discuss who is Christ. And what happened at the council is so important for us as evangelicals, because that's what we hold to. We stand on the shoulders of these men. They discussed what was Christ's relationship to the Father. And what they came to the conclusion was that Jesus Christ is very God of very God. He shares in the same substance as the Father. He was not created at any point. He is eternal as the Father is eternal. And this is where we come to the foundation for our definition of the Trinity, when we talk about Jesus Christ, the Father, and the Spirit all being of the same essence but distinct in person. At this council, this is where they discussed this issue. This is where the church came to conclusions about such. And this is where we as evangelicals look back to and say, while we don't believe the council is infallible, we do believe it was right. Therefore, we call ourselves Nicene Christians. I am a Nicene Christian. If you're an evangelical, you're a Nicene Christian because you believe in the Trinity. You believe in the equality between the Father and the Son and the Spirit. One God in 3 persons. So we stand on some great shoulders. Get to know the councils.